Okay, I'm sitting here with Giles, who is a wonderful artist that's locally from Charleston.
That's correct.
And you're still here.
Yes.
We've got a handful of your books. I'd like to go over these two first and kind
Yes.
of get you to explain them to us. And this is
Absolutely.
where you started.
I started off writing vampire lit.
Okay.
I call it vamp lit. It's kind of its own genre at this
Mhm.
point. So whether you call it speculative fiction, dark fantasy, I call it vamp lit.
I think
It's
really
adult.
cool. This is very adult. Okay,
Yeah.
so this would be the first one.
Well, actually, I switched publishers.
Okay.
I was non-traditionally published before, and this is a traditional publisher that took me on in my books, and we decided why not just catch everybody up to speed and do one compendium novel. This is it.
Awesome. So this is accumulation of a bunch of your stories.
Yes, 3 of them.
And followed by one for a younger audience.
Yes, I had so many kids coming up and saying, you know, my book signing events. Okay, I'm going to brag here for a minute.
Yeah, do it. That's what we're here for.
That's what I'm here for. I've had like 350 major bookstore signings, and the reason why I'm bragging is because I couldn't even get into like any kind of mom and pop store or anything to begin with, so it was a real huge feat, and I'm very appreciative of my walk.
Sure.
But anyway, I had so many kids coming up and saying, you know, they saw this one, the adult ones, and they said, hey, you know, they're twihards, you know, out there. They said, hey, can we get this book? And I said, you know, not unless your mom buys it for you because it's 18 or older.
That's hysterical.
So I thought, why not write something for them, targeting the 12 to 18 age group, and hence B4, Water Vamps.
Awesome. And then recently you kind of switched and you've gone to even younger children.
That's
stories.
right. That's right. Yeah, you know, my father was a great inspiration to me. He was like my personal great Santini,
Sure.
motivator, kind of dad, and he wrote children's stories. So when I was growing up, he had a wonderful, fertile imagination, and he was a family practice doctor by trade, which is great because he supported us, and you know. However, he longed to write. You know how in the dreams of the parents are lived through their children sometimes?
Absolutely.
I think when he passed away a little over 2 years ago, I thought, you know, it's kind of like an homage to him, to pay him homage. I thought, let me just, maybe, I'd wanted to write children's picture books before, but it really kind of kicked that into full gear.
Full gear. So tell us, I guess, a little bit of your inspiration when you're out and about and all of a sudden you see something, then you think, I've got to write a story and throw that person in as a character. Is that just normally how it happens?
Well, to cover my behind, if I ever do that, like when I was writing the band stuff, change the name, do composite characters, like traits of 3 people you didn't like, make them your antagonists. I've had a lot of people say with my vamp books, they're like, oh, we really feel like a lot of animosity towards that character.
Somebody.
And it's like, probably because I had like 2 or 3 people I worked with saying cosmetics or places like that, you know, that I felt like that about. And you can, instead of being angry, harness it, make composite characters, and
you can write about it.
Yeah. But the children's picture books, totally different realm. That shows my love of animals. I am already halfway to Crazy Cat Lady. I have 6.
This would be the newest children's book that's being written. We actually haven't. It's actually coming out recently.
Yes, it's out now, but it's just not in the bookstores yet. Like I'm signing at Walden Books in downtown Charleston. The end of February, and I'm also signing in Sumter Walden Books in February. I think it's the first weekend in February, first weekend in March.
What are the dates and the times for the signing?
You know what? I have it right here. Let me just get my cheat sheet out here, and I'll tell you exactly.
And at a book signing, what exactly happens? What can they expect, I guess, when they come?
You know, they can expect to hear me talk like I am to you.
Okay.
And give you my ideas.
All the ideas on the book?
Probably too much. They probably just let me just get the buck, you know?
Right.
I don't want to hear all the other stuff.
But then you'll get an autograph copy and all that good stuff. And
absolutely.
Gives you a minute to just get your name out there.
Yeah. And actually, you know, I talk to other writers, too, who come up and say, you know, how'd you do it? And how'd you go from being, you know, non-traditionally published to being traditionally published, and what was the process? And I'm a firm believer if you give to people, then you get in the universe. It's that simple.
I believe that too.
Yeah.
I think it's a great thing.
I'm still kind of sort of looking here.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'll look some more.
Walden Books would be kind of the place where you normally do book signings.
Absolutely. And Borders, I signed at quite a bit. Also Barnes & Noble. Signed at the Spartanburg Barnes & Noble a lot. If the book is in, I do have a date set for January 15th as well for the Charleston Place Walden Books. However, I must say at this point that I hope the book is in by then. Yeah, 3 to 6 there on the 15th at the downtown Charleston Walden Books. And then also I'll be at the Charleston Place Walden Books, and they should definitely, I would say, have my book in by then on February 26th from 1 to 4.
Awesome. So the 15th and then February 26th.
That's correct.
For the book signings. Great.
Yeah.
And do you guys have a website or anything that we can?
You know what? I am on Twitter, so people
Okay.
can
What's
tweet
your
me.
Twitter sign?
It's
What's
author
your
G, author GLE.
Author GLE.
Author GLE. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have different names for different genres.
Sure.
So you know,
This
you know
would be it.
you know what it is. Okay, this is my thing on this. Being a writer, in my opinion, it's like being able to have multiple personality disorder and make money at it.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
It's perceived as normal.
Yeah,
Actually,
exactly.
makes you a better writer, probably, the crazier that it can be. Like,
Exactly.
I always think about the lady that did the Harry Potters, and you know, I'm sitting there watching the movie, like, how'd you think of that? You know, and I mean, I'm assuming that a lot of this stuff, it just kind of goes through your mind and turns a book into an amazing book. What if you actually did that kind of stuff in public? You might.
Yeah.
be
There's only one way for me. Yeah.
Yeah, just to
being a
write
writer, being an artist.
That's awesome. Well, what was another question I had? I guess just really inspiration. I know that you said your dad inspired you with himself writing children's books, but then you were also saying that he's no longer here, and that has
He's no
also
longer
inspired
here.
you.
Yeah, he wrote a book. I'll just tell everybody it's a great book called Folly that was
Okay.
published, and it's wonderful artwork in it. And so if anybody's interested in checking that out,
As in Folly Beach?
no,
No?
it's Guanfini Folly. It's a character FALI.
Ah, gotcha.
And I'm not FOLLY.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
like Folly. But yeah, he's a great man, and it is, I think, subconsciously at first to pay homage to him, but also my love of animals.
Sure.
I absolutely
Love
adore
animals, too.
animals. So yeah.
Great. Well, we appreciate you taking your time today to share this with us, and we hope everybody will come to your book signing. We'll definitely help promote it and hopefully be there
Thank
as well.
you.
So.
You made it so much fun. I felt like
Yeah.
I was just like a long lost friend hugging you here.
Oh, absolutely.
But I'm doing my job.
Go way back in another lifetime. Anyways, Gia, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic.